Have you ever found yourself wide awake at 3 a.m.? Not anxious, not in pain, just awake. Your mind is quiet, your body tired, but somehow you can't fall back asleep. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. Many women over 60 quietly struggle with fragmented sleep. They go to bed feeling fine, but wake up somewhere between 2 and 4 in the morning staring into the dark. Tonight, I want to walk with you through something gentle. No products to buy. No promises of instant cures. Just a calm, thoughtful routine, rooted in both science and experience. Something that may help you sleep, not just longer but deeper. The kind of rest that helps your body repair and your spirit feel safe. So let's begin. You might already know how important sleep is for your health, but many people don't realize just how deeply lack of sleep affects every part of the body. Without enough deep sleep, your brain struggles to form and keep memories. Your liver can't flush toxins efficiently. Your muscles don't rebuild. Even your skin starts to lose elasticity more quickly. And beyond that, your emotions feel more fragile, your digestion more sensitive, and your energy emptier. And yet, with age, sleep often becomes more elusive. One common pattern is the 3 a.m. wake-up. From a medical point of view, this often has to do with cortisol, the body's stress hormone. Cortisol is supposed to be low at night and rise gently before dawn. But in many women, especially after menopause, cortisol can spike in the middle of the night. That little spike, even if small, can jolt you out of sleep. From an Eastern medicine perspective, the hours between 2 and 4 in the morning are considered the time of the liver. The liver is responsible for processing hormones, emotions, and toxins. If it's overwhelmed, it may wake the body. So what can you do? Let's go step by step. The first place to begin is with your nervous system. If your body doesn't feel safe, it won't let go. It won't drop into deep rest, no matter how tired you are. So before thinking about pills or supplements, consider asking your body a quiet question. Do you feel safe enough to sleep? If you're unsure, try something simple. A warm foot soak with Epsom salts. A few slow, steady breaths. Inhale through the nose for 4 counts. Hold for 7. Exhale through the mouth for 8. You can do this while lying down. No effort. No expectation. Just breath. If your hands feel cold, or your chest feels tight, these are small signs of an over-alert nervous system. Responding with warmth, rhythm, and slowness can help. Even 5 minutes of gentle yoga or slow movement before bed can signal to your body that the day is done, and that it can begin to release its grip. Once your nervous system is quieter, the next step is to support your body's ability to relax physically. This is where magnesium becomes important. Magnesium is a mineral that plays a role in hundreds of processes in your body, including muscle relaxation and calming the brain. But many older adults are low in magnesium, especially women. This can lead to tight muscles, restlessness, and a sense of unease that makes sleep harder to maintain. One form of magnesium, called magnesium citrate, is especially helpful for promoting gentle sleep. It's absorbed well and doesn't require a prescription. Some people choose to take around 200 milligrams in the evening, about 1 hour before bed. Others prefer to get it through food, like leafy greens, pumpkin seeds, or a small square of dark chocolate. The key is not to overload the body, but to give it just enough of what it may be missing. After magnesium, another tool you may find helpful comes from nature's medicine cabinet: calming herbs. 3 in particular have shown benefits for sleep: hops, chamomile, and passion flower. Hops, the same plant used in making beer, has mild sedative effects. Chamomile is widely known for its soothing properties and is especially gentle on digestion. Passion flower helps quiet mental chatter and is often used for nighttime anxiety. These herbs can be enjoyed as tea or taken in capsule form if you prefer. The ritual of sipping a warm herbal tea can by itself become a cue to your body that it's time to unwind. Choose a tea blend you enjoy, not one that feels medicinal or harsh. Your evening routine should feel like a kindness, not a task. Now, if you've tried herbal teas and magnesium but still find yourself awake at odd hours, you might want to gently experiment with melatonin. Melatonin is a hormone that your brain naturally produces when it gets dark. It tells your body time to wind down. But with age, melatonin production often decreases, especially in people who use bright lights or screens in the evening. A low dose, around 3 to 5 milligrams, Taking about 30 minutes before bed may help. Some people even find it helpful to keep a small dose by the bedside and take it if they wake in the night and can't fall back asleep after 20 minutes. It's important not to rely on melatonin as a long-term fix, but rather as a gentle nudge when needed. Too much can make you groggy the next day. Too little may not do much. So approach it like you would a soft light, there to support you, not to overwhelm you. And speaking of light, let's talk about screens. Phones, tablets, televisions. All of them emit blue light, which tricks your brain into thinking it's still daytime. This delays melatonin release and makes it harder to fall asleep or stay asleep. Even if you feel sleepy while watching a show, your brain may not enter deep sleep afterward. And if you wake in the night, reaching for your phone can pull you even further from rest. So what can you do instead? Try turning off all screens at least 1 hour before bed. Replace them with soft activities, listening to quiet music, reading a physical book, or simply sitting in silence with a candle nearby. The goal isn't perfection, it's presence. To let your mind and body begin their descent, like a slow sunset, into sleep. And if you live alone, creating this kind of structure around your evening can bring a sense of calm and rhythm. Your home becomes a sanctuary, your bedtime a sacred pause, and your night a space of healing. Have you ever tried any of these? Maybe you have a favorite tea, or a breathing practice that helps you sleep more deeply. If so, I'd love for you to share it in the comments. You never know who else might be reading, quietly hoping for something that works. We've just gone through 5 gentle steps together. Supporting your nervous system, balancing magnesium, turning to calming herbs, using melatonin wisely, and stepping away from devices before bed. Each one a small offering to your body's deep need for rest. But we're not quite done yet, because sleep doesn't just happen inside your body. It also depends on the space around you and the small choices you make before bed. In the next part, we'll look at how cooling your bedroom, gently supporting your liver, and creating an evening ritual can transform not only your sleep, but the way you feel when you wake. Not just rested, but truly restored. So now that your nervous system is calmer, your magnesium levels supported, your room free from screens, and melatonin gently balanced, let's take the next steps together. These next 3 parts may seem simple, but they carry quiet power, especially when practiced consistently, because sleep is not just about what you avoid, it's about what you invite, the air, the temperature, the mood you create each night before bed. Let's begin with something physical, the air around you. One of the most overlooked parts of deep sleep is room temperature, but your body needs to cool down to fall asleep. Not just on the outside but inside. When your core body temperature drops slightly, it signals to the brain, it's time to rest. But many bedrooms, especially in warmer climates or during summer, stay too warm. And as we age, the body becomes more sensitive to heat. Hormonal changes, especially post-menopause, can make even a mild rise in temperature feel uncomfortable. Have you ever tossed and turned even though you felt exhausted? The room wasn't hot exactly, but you just couldn't get comfortable? That might have been your body struggling to cool down. The ideal bedroom temperature for deep sleep is somewhere between 60 and 68 degrees Fahrenheit. That's around 16 to 20 degrees Celsius. Cooler than most people expect. If that feels too cold for you, try this. Keep the room cool but warm yourself with a light blanket. Let your face and hands stay exposed to the air. This helps the body release heat naturally, without feeling chilled. You might also try a soft fan, or slightly opening a window to let in fresh night air. If you tend to feel hot in your hands or feet, placing a small cool pack under your wrists for a few minutes can help lower your internal temperature gently. And remember, a cooler room doesn't mean you're punishing yourself. It means you're giving your body the signal it's waiting for, that it's time to slow down, let go, and drift into deeper cycles of sleep. Now let's turn inward, to an organ that works quietly while you rest. Your liver. Between 2 and 4 a.m., your liver is at its most active. It's processing everything you've eaten, felt, and experienced throughout the day. If it's overloaded, your sleep may be light. You may wake up not with anxiety, but with a sense of being unfinished. You may not realize it, but late-night snacking, rich dinners, or even a single glass of wine can create extra work for your liver overnight. That work shows up in your sleep. You might fall asleep easily, but then wake at exactly 3:17 a.m. again. So how can you support your liver gently, without big detoxes or harsh rules? Start by eating your last meal at least 3 hours before bedtime. This gives your body time to digest before the liver needs to switch into repair mode. Try to keep that meal simple and light. Think soups, steamed vegetables, or soft grains. If you need something small closer to bed, choose a light fruit like a slice of kiwi or a few berries. You can also try a gentle herbal tea known to support the liver. Milk thistle is one example. Dandelion root is another. These aren't stimulants. They work quietly, supporting the liver's nighttime job without forcing it. The idea here is not to cleanse dramatically. It's to create less noise in the body, so sleep can move more freely. And now we come to the heart of it all. Something simple, but deeply powerful. Your evening ritual. For many people living alone, evening can feel empty. After the activity of the day, the house gets quiet, and sometimes that quiet feels heavy. Creating a ritual at night is a way of turning that quiet into sanctuary, a sacred signal to your body and mind. You are safe. You are not behind. You don't need to do more. You can rest now. A ritual doesn't have to be spiritual, or complicated, or long. Just needs to be repeated, night after night, 3 to 5 small steps, done in the same order, at the same time, with the same intention. For example, you might dim the lights at the same hour, brush your teeth, then warm your hands under water, turn on soft instrumental music, write down one small thing you were grateful for today, and take 3 slow breaths before lying down. These actions don't force sleep. They invite it. They become a rhythm, a soft language your body learns over time. And soon, even before your head touches the pillow, your body is already drifting toward rest. If you live with pain or with memories that stir at night, your ritual can include gentle body care, like applying a calming lotion, or placing a warm pack over your stomach or shoulders. If you live with loss, your ritual can include lighting a small candle, not in sadness, but in presence, a way of honoring your quiet hours. And if you live with hope, your ritual can include a soft smile, a word of prayer, or simply a moment of silence where nothing is expected of you. That too is sacred. You don't need to follow every step we've talked about today. You don't need to get it perfect. You don't need to change everything overnight. Just choose one place to begin. Maybe it's turning off your phone earlier. Maybe it's adding a little magnesium. Or maybe it's simply taking a breath, long and deep, before you turn off the light. Even that can begin to shift something inside you. Because sleep isn't about control. It's about safety. It's about rhythm. It's about allowing the body to return to its natural intelligence. You've carried so much for so long. You've held others, built lives, adapted to change, endured pain. Now your nights should hold you. So tonight, let it be enough to rest, to exhale, to feel the cool sheets, the quiet air, and the rhythm of your own breath. You deserve rest. You always have. And if anything in this video helped you find a little more peace tonight, I would love to hear from you. What do you do to prepare for sleep? What has helped you even once? Please share it in the comments. Someone else watching quietly might find comfort in your words. And if this video helped you in any way, if you felt less alone, less unsure, or more gently held, feel free to give it a like, or share it with someone you care about. Maybe they're waking at 3 a.m. too. Maybe they need this just as much as you did. Until next time, may your evenings be soft, your dreams be kind, and your mornings feel lighter than the ones before. Good night.